I'm Manish Manocha. I'm a director at Rajiv Plastics Ltd. We are one of the leaders in production of color master batches and compounds. The company was established in 1978 by my father. It's run by my father, myself and my two younger brothers now.
I'm Iman Minocha, one of the directors of Rajiv Plastics Ltd.
Hi guys, this is Sumit Minocha from Rajiv Plastic Industries. We are one of India's leading manufacturers and exporters of color and additive master batches, entering our 39th year of business. I, along with my two brothers, Manish and Hemant, and my father, we run the show here. And we have a team of about 350 people between two plants, growing quite rapidly, and with the well wishes of our business associates and partners such as Liberation Coaches.
At that point of time, the basic problem was reviews. People were confused, what is expected from them, and there were actually no system of reviews. But it was an informal kind of a structure, and people used to think that there's partiality, and we wanted also align the people.
The company was growing, and as the number of people were increasing, our capabilities that we had at that time to handle so many people was based only on our experience of so many years. There was no formally trained person handling, HR, probably person with experience. There was no training. So it was very, very ad hoc. There were no systems in place. Whatever systems we had at that time were based out of our ISO procedures. So very, very rudimentary, based on once a year of appraisal systems, and which was not giving a true picture of what the person was doing throughout the year. So appraisals were also ad hoc, based on certain points that we had decided, maybe 20 odd points, and they were ranged between 1 to 5 marks, and it was pretty ad hoc and no one took them really seriously.
Around 4 years ago, we had anywhere between 100 and 120 people. We were still in growth mode. We've added a lot of people over the years. The total team strength is now about 350 people. The challenges we were facing were how to have employee engagement, employee motivation, team building exercises between head office, plant, better coordination, facilitation. All that was lacking.
Well, when we started with the basics. So we started with defining our company's core values and defining what we want to accomplish and where we see our company in the next coming decade and decades. It almost took us 2 to 3 months to come up with the core values. And once they were set, we had these distributed throughout the company, these core values. And every one of us on our desk, we have these core values, and it's a good guide for us to making decisions and slowly setting up the systems for reviews. Earlier it was monthly reviews, then it became quarterly reviews. The first 6 months probably no one came with any documents. People realized that unless they bring the data which is quantifying the amount of work or the quality of work they're doing, we started seeing a change in terms of more two-directional. Earlier it was only one-directional, unidirectional, and then it became two-directional, and there was data coming from person who was being appraised.
We were specifically looking for Liberation Coaches to assist us with performance appraisals of our teams. We at that point of time were doing all the appraisals based on hearsay. Kisne kitna acha kaam kiya, ye kiya, kitni productivity kiski hai. But being not present at the plant at any given point of time, or plant or even for the head office for that matter, we were not able to understand who exactly is the driving force. So for example, the plant manager would definitely get the credit for increasing productivity from X to Y. But there are people under him who would never get noticed. We were not doing any get-togethers. We were not doing any, engagement activities like basically you would bring them together for a sales meet, a productivity meet, or bring the head office and the plant guys together to sit together and solve any issues. कि production को marketing वालों से या marketing support वालों से ये तकलीफ है और marketing support वालों को production वालों से ये तकलीफ है. This was not being communicated. There was a lot of build-up of anxiety between both teams कि आगे जाके कैसे चलने वाला है. So these were the places where we needed the help of liberation coaches to streamline these and also give us a process that we could follow and handhold and take this forward. So this is where you all came into the picture.
We've implemented the review system that Touchwood is working fine. Know what is expected from them. There is also a structure to the whole thing. The reviews are done periodically. We also did some other programs with you, coaching for the whole company, parts where we did it for the factories and the offices.
Biggest changes in the people. They realize that they need to perform throughout the year because they are evaluated 3-4 times a year. Whatever appraisal that they get at the end of the year is based on their whole year's performance, which is being evaluated.
Based on the performance appraisal, they can't just come up with any reports that have no meaning. Reports have to be accurate. Their entire appraisal depends upon it. And in terms of processes, the communication, motivation, all of those things have taken a big leap and jump. So we are seeing there is a lot more communication, there is a lot more interaction between the teams. Team building exercises are okay, they're doing very well. People whom could never get along with each other are now getting along very well. They understand each other, they know that they have a common cause, a common goal to run for, to achieve. There is a big change over the years.
The biggest change that I see is that especially people know what is expected from them, what is their goal for this year, and the periodic review sets, helps them to do a check. Where have they reached? And if they need to realign themselves, they are able to do it rather than earlier where there used to be just one review at the end of the year and it was too late to make any changes.
We worked with you so many years and we keep renewing our contracts with you all the time. We've already given recommendations which have been positive for you guys, for liberation coaches. And as and when the company grows, our needs change. And it's good to see that you are identifying those needs with us, like the leadership program that we just started. And to keep everyone motivated, especially those leaders who have reached a certain level of performance and they are seeing certain levels of redundancy and keep them challenged. So working on those things. So that is what I feel is helping us, and we should also, that's what we want to promote you along with us.
Fantastic team. The jokes, the smile that you all come up with and the great hello as soon as he enters the office. So that lively attitude, it's bringing always a smile. They bring in a lot of energy. And not only just Amolji and Vijayaji, just Ayyar, Rajiv, Vijay, fantastic team. Very result, very focused in their work. We've never had any issues whatsoever. They've handled situations with our employees also on a personal level. They've guided them. So it's not just like a client and customer relation or client, and they go down deep into the person they're evaluating. If the person needs any help on a personal level, they go down to that level. So it's like more of like a family atmosphere that we have today.
Liberation coaches is a perfect fit for companies like us because they are absolutely tuned to you all the time. So I never felt that they were an external agency. Neither I nor my people. Okay, so that is the biggest advantage, and that is what makes them work.